Welcome to this week's Reiki Healing Circle. I'm just double checking to make sure I'm actually streaming because last week I had an unexpected situation where I did the whole Reiki Healing Circle and found out I wasn't actually streaming and therefore needed to do the whole thing over again. So I'm hoping to avoid two lots of Reiki Healing Circle this week. But I hope everyone's had a lovely week last week, and looking forward to a lovely week this week. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the history of Reiki, and as you can see here, we are looking at a photo of, actually it's a drawing probably, of Dr. Usui, and he is the gentleman that had put the Reiki into writing, basically, and taught it to other people. He was a spiritual person, very spiritual. He was a Tibetan monk. He was also a samurai. And he was a teacher of many different spiritual philosophies. He did not just focus on Tibetan monk and his samurai aspects of life. He was very interested in all aspects of spiritual religions at that time. And he, throughout all of his learnings, he realized that people didn't know how to heal themselves because we are mind, body, and spirit. We are not just a physical body. We're not just our minds. We have a spirit as well. And he put Reiki together so that we can find out how to balance our mind, body, and spirit. And the way that there are some teachings that Reiki developed 4,000 years ago, but the Reiki that we know today is Dr. Usui's conglomeration of spiritual teachings. And he's made it very simple, very easy to follow, and to get in touch with this energy that we already know how to get in touch with. But our society has caused us to tune it all out. And so as children, we're told, no, don't listen to any of those types of things in your head that you might think you're able to experience things from the past, that your incarnation in this life is the only thing that you have access to. But children do actually talk about past lives, and then people have found out that these things that the children couldn't possibly know were related to someone else's past life. So there is a connection. We are all connected in a different realm. We live in this 3D world, and that's why we have this body that we are dealing with, and we want to experience this 3D world. It is limiting, but we want to be here and experiencing this. And sometimes we don't feel like it, and I certainly didn't. For the first 40 years of my life, I didn't want to be here. I didn't understand why I had incarnated or why this wonderful miracle of life had happened to me, because I certainly didn't appreciate it. And learning what Dr. Usui taught helped me to be able to see that this life is a miracle. We are made up of stardust. You could look at it a different way. You could say, well, we're all made up of rotted parts of other things, because in essence, that's what we are, molecules that have come together due to someone eating something, and then that creates what they're, when someone's pregnant and they're eating, that's helping to build that new body. So you could look at it a number of different ways, but I choose to look at it that we are experiencing a miracle, that the chances of me or you incarnating and being in this existence at this time, the chances are just too great. And because of that, it's a miracle, because miracles are things that happen when the odds are kind of against it and you don't expect them to happen. So mankind is quite a miracle in that sense. And he broke it down into the 5 Reiki principles. Just for today, let go of anger. Just for today, let go of worry. Just for today, be grateful. Just for today, live your life honestly. And just for today, be kind to yourself and others. And there is a pause there, because if you're not kind to yourself first, no matter how hard you try, you're not going to be your best. If you're doing really well and you're not being kind to yourself and you're helping others, just think of the unimaginable beauty that you can bring to this world if you took care of yourself first. Because all the wonderful things you're already doing would just be so much better when you love yourself first. And this isn't Dr. Usui's teachings, but I believe that Reiki is the energy of love. That energy that is all around us is that wonderful feeling of love. That's the only way to describe it, is when we have that wonderful feeling of unconditional love, that somebody just loves us for who we are. Well, we can do that for ourselves, and that's what Dr. Usui wanted us to do. He wanted us to learn to take care of ourselves in this 3D lifetime, to appreciate it and make the most of it, because people weren't. They were getting, the society was kicking people too hard, and people were getting to the point where it was very difficult. And we all experience this at this time now, even though Dr. Usui did all of this back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. So it's all relevant to today, even though it's quite a long time ago. So quite a wonderful, I'm just glad that he's done what he's done, because then he taught certain people who then went out and taught other people, and down the line they've taught people until finally one day I actually learned Reiki from somebody. Thank you, Chris, very much, and Bev, because Bev was part of that, and Sue. They were my 3 Reiki master teachers that helped me on my Reiki journey. And you don't need to learn Reiki to be able to tap into it. It does help, and if you're struggling, being attuned does help to kind of like put a radio antenna on you, where that you're able to focus on that energy better, as opposed to having static, if you know what I mean, on the radio without having that antenna. So it does help, but some people are naturally intuitive with it, and they don't need the attunements. They're already aware of this energy, and they can already work with it, and they can already take care of themselves and follow the mindfulness of the Reiki principles. So, but for those of us that need a little help, Reiki, definitely learning Reiki made a big difference in my life. So it looks like my comments have stopped working today again, now that I've got it streaming again. So the unexpected is happening there. Sorry for that if anybody's commented. Let's go over and do our Reiki Healing Circle now. So just close your eyes and relax. Let go of any tension and anxiety, and know you're surrounded by love, peace, and security. Bring your attention to your breath and take a few slow, deep breaths. Breathe in love and breathe out peace. Place your palms upwards with the intention to send healing to the center of our circle. Now bring your attention to your heart center and fill your heart with love and compassion, and set the intention that we're going to send Reiki, love and blessings, or healing thoughts to the center of our circle. Feel this energy building up and up until it completely fills our circle with golden light. Feel the energy continue to build until it fills the room and encloses and bathes us in golden healing light. Feel the energy flowing from us and visualize the golden light connecting and embracing us within this healing and loving space. Make your connection to your own divine source, and if appropriate, invite your guides and guardian angels into our circle. Ask for guidance, wisdom, and compassion so that we can help bring love and healing to the earth and to everyone and everything that lives upon the earth. So now send out healing, love, and blessings with the knowledge that where thought goes, energy flows. Now we will place ourselves in the center of the circle to receive this golden healing energy. So I place Heather in the center of our circle. Now place yourself in the center of our circle. Now visualize each of us in the center of the circle receiving a healing from this golden glowing energy. Feel the energy flowing around us and through us. Feel it connecting us. Feel it healing and soothing us. And feel it filling every cell of our bodies with health and positive energy. Feel it calming our minds, filling our hearts with love, and opening our consciousness to the wisdom of the universe. And now we will place whoever or whatever we wish to receive a healing in the center of the circle. So I place Neil, Anne, Patty Lou, all my friends and families and our pets in the center of the circle. Now place whoever or whatever you wish to receive a healing in the center of our circle. Now feel free to call out at random anyone or anything else you would like to place in the circle. I place world peace, the Dalai Lama, and everyone who's come to the group in the past and in the future in the center of the circle. Now visualize all the people and situations we have placed in the circle, bathed in golden healing light and surrounded by our love. Now imagine taking hold of the hands of the person on either side of you in our circle, and also visualize taking hold of the hands of all people in the Reiki groups throughout the world. Feel the energy flowing from hand to hand and heart to heart, and reaching out to the whole of the universe. And now bring your attention to Mother Earth, and see the earth surrounded in golden healing light, and send love, blessings, and gratitude for all she provides for us. Ask that the earth may be healed, cleansed, and at peace. And now with a little squeeze of appreciation, release the hands on either side of you. Allow the visualization to gently fade away, but hold on to the feeling of oneness and love. And that's our healing circle for today. So, it's time to go and find out what our angel cards are. So, if you've chosen card number 1 this week, it is unconditional love. And that is Reiki. That is the Reiki card, really. Unconditional love is so important. And you need to give it to yourself because you're not going to get it from anyone else. You can love somebody as much as you could possibly think possible, and there's going to be some conditions on it. Maybe there are incredibly spiritual people who are capable of absolute and continuous unconditional love. We all have moments where we can give unconditional love, but we need to give that to ourselves all the time. Because you know what? You're always trying your best. I know that because I'm always trying my best, but then when I look back at my past, I go, ooh, I did some pretty horrible things, and I'm not proud of what I've done. But when I look at the circumstances, I was in a pretty bad place during those times. And that was my reaction to things because I wasn't taking care of myself. And I didn't know how to take care of myself, and even though people probably told me how, I never figured it out at that point. And even now that I take care of myself, I have days where I do stupid things. I intentionally broke something on Friday morning. And shame on me, because there was no need for it. I got angry. And I didn't need to get angry, but in a way, the circumstances that happened, a bunch of unfair things happened, and just life did what it did. And I got angry and I broke something. And I guess for effect, because I was having an argument with my lovely partner who didn't really need to see me break something. But it is what it is. And I got through it, and he and I are so much closer now, oddly, because of it. And unconditional love is a wonderful thing, but I certainly was not in a good place then. But my circumstances set me up for being in a very bad place. And I had some stressors that were happening, and anyway, it is what it is. Today, would I do that? No. And I wish I could change it, because I wish I could change what I broke. It's not that important. I can go out and buy another picture frame and all of that, but that's not the point. The point is that I broke something and I didn't need to. So, and that harms Mother Earth. Anyway, I'm waffling, and I don't need to waffle. Unconditional love. That's what you need for yourself. And it is very important to know that you're always trying your best, no matter what. Circumstances cause us to be better some days than others. So just know that you've always done your best, even when you feel it was your worst. It's the best you could do at that time. So, beautiful card for anyone that's chosen it. Please read the long descriptions, because my ramblings may have nothing to do with what this card means to you. So, and if you have chosen card number 2, it is listen to your body. It's not the easiest thing to do, is it? Because sometimes when we're having fun, we want to keep having fun, and we don't listen to our body telling us maybe we'd better take it easy. Or sometimes when we're feeling stressed and we feel like, well, we just got to tick these boxes off my list. I've got to keep doing them. I've got to keep on. I've got to do these things. But your body's going, I need a rest, or I need you to take better care of me. I need more water. Actually, thinking about that, I need more water today. I haven't had enough water to drink, so I need to listen to my body, because I can feel that. And your body will tell you what it needs. Sometimes it tells you it wants things that it doesn't need, but listen to your body. Take care of it, because it's your temple. And your temple, it's your miracle that you're able to be in this body. And when we're in pain, it's really hard to see that as a miracle. And when we're in pain, our body's telling us maybe we need to change something about what we're doing. Maybe we need to investigate our health a little bit better and take our health into our own hands. Not to disregard what doctors are saying, but so that we're making sure that our doctors know everything about what's going on, and that we're actually hearing what our doctors are telling us. Because I am guilty, just like everyone else is, of hearing what my doctor has told me and ignoring that advice. And I found out the hard way in the long run that that wasn't the right thing to do. I didn't understand. That's why I ignored it. I thought I was listening to my body. So there is a bit of a, catch-22 with all of that. But it's a circular or spiral process, I suppose. You learn more every time you go through any situation, especially health situations. You learn more every time you go through it. And it does. When I was in my 30s, I really thought, is this what my life is going to be like? Am I going to be in pain all the time? Am I going to feel like I have no energy? Am I going to feel like this forever? And I feel so much better now that I'm in my 50s. Now that I drink enough water. Now that I pay attention to what I put in my body, because my body is a temple. Yeah, I still have too much chocolate. I still occasionally overdo it with things. But then I go, oh, wait a minute. Avocados are very good for me. My body likes avocados. I think, even though I like them, but I eat them as medicine. I don't eat them because I really, I want an avocado. I find a way that's nice, and I do eat them because they're very good for my body. So listen to your body, figure out what it's telling you, and drink some water, because that helps everybody. And I don't think anybody drinks enough water except for maybe my partner. He's very good at that. But anyway, card number 2 for anyone that's chosen it this week. It's a very good card. Listen to your body. And card number 3, control. Wow. This card has it has a whole bunch of rainbow colors in it. So that's Reiki mastery. That's what rainbow colors means to me anyway. And so there's a bit of Reiki mastery, but then there's this like fantasy world up there in the sky. There's lots of birds and a moon, and this woman's flying. She's probably an angel. I don't know. Anyway, read the long description. You'll find out what the card actually means. But that's my interpretation of it, is that there are some things we can control and there are some things that we can't. And the things that we can control are our own behaviors. Now, that doesn't mean to be controlling of yourself, because when you put controls on yourself too rigidly, what you will find is that it's going to backfire on you and you're going to go the other way. And so you end up not having balance. Well, it is balancing itself out when you control too much. So the thing to do is to control what you can in a nice way, but also realize that some things are out of your control and you need to have balance all along. Control can be a negative word if you look at it that way, but it can also be that you're taking control. The whole listen to your body. You're taking control of the things that you can. And that's a positive view of it. So read the card, find out what the wisdom from the person who wrote these cards is trying to say, because it's a beautiful card to have chosen. But I don't have a great story for control today. So probably because I lost control on Friday. Anyway, so thank you so much for joining me. I hope everyone has a fabulous week. And remember, you are made up of stardust. That's your choice to think of it that way. And that's how I choose to think of it. So have a lovely week, everyone. Bye.